All right, welcome back to another episode of Island Ball Guys. Today we're going to be doing something super interesting. We're going to be doing our own creative like tier list of the past NBA champions of the past decade. We're going to do the last 11. We're going to start with the 2014, 2015 Warriors, so the past 11. But yeah, do you have anything you want to say
A fun
before?
one. Uh, yeah, you already know off season we're gonna do some videos like this. So, let us know in the comments or what other videos you'd like, and let's just get started.
Yep, okay. Let's share. Yeah.
He's gonna be
All
sharing his
right,
screen.
you see it, right?
Yep.
All right, and the thing about this is we're gonna be super creative about it. We didn't want to just do a S through like A, B, C tier. We thought that like it would work, but it'd be kind of just boring. I feel like doing something like you guys can see the names of the tiers. It's gonna spark
Mhm.
some debate. And we could just change it as we go if we want to. But it's mainly just to spark debate about these teams. Uh, yeah.
Do you want to go from down to up or up to down?
It's up to you. But before we do that, let's just talk about a little bit of our criteria, because
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna just be. I mean, we're gonna be taking everything into account, right?
Yeah.
Just eye
Eh,
test. We've watched all these teams play. The-
Yeah, so we kind of talked about it before, like it's kind of a mixture of like the best possible team and their run.
Yep.
But it's basically how we look at it. I'm gonna try to do what the team I think is best, but it's in my opinion,
Yeah.
hopefully we disagree. We'll hope, and then we'll spark some conversation.
Okay. Let's do it. So do you want to start from top to bottom, or what do you want to?
Yeah, let's start from top to bottom. So 14,
Okay.
15 Warriors.
All right. So starting with 2014-15 Warriors. Man, this is already over a decade ago. It's crazy. But
I mean,
this is
I'm gonna,
this is why the
I don't
tiers are interesting because you could put them in a bunch of different ones, but
I
yeah,
feel like every team can be circumstantial or
that's
debatable.
that's what I was. Yeah,
There's
that's
injuries.
yeah.
We also have to I think this would go. I'm also gonna just like I'm gonna put it in tier three. So debatable or forgettable win.
Hmm.
That doesn't necessarily mean I think it's debatable or forgettable because I think it's really memorable. I'm more looking at it as in it's in the probably the third tier,
Okay.
or maybe that's
Should
circumstantial.
I was gonna say, should we just remove? Because we're kind of doing this as we go. Do you want to remove the circumstantial? Because it seemed like a good idea, but like you said, it's like there's injuries in every year. So many things can be circumstantial. I was just because when I was creating this, it's just there's a few teams that I really think circumstances really help them. That's why. But
What team, or I guess what teams were you, or do you want to skip forward like that, or do you want to just change
I
it?
can mention it. I mean, we're Warriors fans, but I really think our chip in 22 was really circumstantial. I was gonna put them in that.
I think the 14, 15 was maybe even more though, don't you think?
That's why I mean, I was honestly gonna put them both in there. But that's why it's more just to spark debate. That's why it's more of just, you know.
Yeah,
That's why we could do this, and then even at the end we could do a quick ranking, just what we think is
yeah,
best,
we can do
you know?
ranking at the end too. That'd be
Yeah.
fun. I would say the 14, 15 is because we're not looking at just their playoff form, we're looking at them as a team. They
And
were
I'm
solid
kind
in
of
their
just taking into account that year too.
yeah, we were like we were the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to be, and it wasn't. I know what teams for debatable or forgettable. I know what teams I'm kind of thinking. I don't think it's one of those teams.
Yeah.
Um, I say circumstantial to be honest. I don't know what you would
Yeah.
say.
No, I remember I agree with that. Yeah. Um, it's tough though, like you said, because I mean they were best record in the league. This is kind of this. I mean, we had good playoff runs the previous 2 years, but
Yeah,
no, obviously this is where we really made our mark. And but I do agree. I mean, if you want to create a new tier, we could add a new tier. It's nothing set in stone. Like if you
yeah.
have a good idea for something else, because yeah,
Um, um,
it's
I feel
to
like
be
the
honest,
team.
the only reason why this isn't like forgettable in my opinion is because it's the Warriors and they went on
Yeah.
to do what they did. But
What would you say is the difference between the debatable or forgettable and then the wait they won?
ooh, see, okay, that's interesting. These were more just to spark
Hmm.
conversation and debate.
Conversation, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's for the weight they won. The man, who did I have him? Oh.
The Bucks.
I remember I was gonna put the Bucks in there, and I was like, see, this is why I don't want. I was gonna put them in here too, though, and because
Cavs?
who are you not surprised they came back 3-1?
But I was gonna put that
Like
in
73-90.
undeniable.
That's why it's more of I was gonna put them in there and we could talk about it,
All right, yeah.
That,
But we can let's
that I really just created it just for this team. But
all right, all right. Okay, so wait, they won is
that's why
nothing.
at the end, let's just do a ranking where we just
Oh
will
yeah, yeah. Oh
opinions on
yeah,
the
that's a
teams
good
too.
idea.
This is more just to spark debate and topic. So
All right, okay, I'm saying wait, they won. Okay, I was thinking of it as in like, oh, like unforgettable. You're more saying it as like it was surprised they won.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, the 15-16 Cavs are in wait, they won. Yeah, 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 okay. I would put
Okay,
them
you good? Yeah, okay.
16-17 Warriors. That was the first year at KD.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the year they
This
went
is where I
16
would
and
put
1.
them. Yeah.
The only reason is I guess what's his name? Kawhi got hurt and they looked like they're about to lose that game one, but
My,
that was a dominant, you know.
yeah, my only pushback on that Kawhi take is because I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, Kawhi didn't get hurt." It's like we were down like 20 though, but it's game one. It's really
Yeah.
hard to take anything from a game one. Like people say all the time, it's just like it's the feel out game. But
Yeah.
so it's like it's just it was too early to gauge what was gonna happen in that series if Kawhi was there, in my opinion. But like you said, 16-1 in the playoffs. That's just, I mean, this is what people say is the best team of all time. So
And they're 73-9 before without KD, so
yep. So yeah. So I put them in all time. Yep.
I mean, would that be the same? Or I guess they went 7 with the Rockets. Seven, I'm talking about the 17-18 Warriors.
Hmm.
I have all the records up here. So they went 7 with the Rockets.
Yeah.
Swept the Cavs in the finals. That was the year that they missed 27 threes, the Rockets.
Hmm.
Um, but that Rockets team was a good team, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
I know they had injuries and stuff, Chris Paul, but I mean,
I mean,
it was
people
still a
forget how
dominant.
dominant Harden was. That's
Yeah, that was like a great
yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Are
I
we
mean,
putting
I'm putting them in all time.
Yeah, yeah, it's all time.
I'm putting them in all time.
18-19 Raptors.
For me, I'm
Debate.
putting
Yeah,
them
I was
in.
gonna say the same thing. I wouldn't say it's forgettable. I think it's more just debatable.
Yeah. And like you
Uh,
said, that's why the circumstantial thing. I mean, do you want to
yeah,
just remove that? We could literally just put them here and remove it if you want. Because, like, this is really circumstantial, too. I mean, the Warriors got
yeah,
hurt.
yeah. I would say that because I think it's similar, debatable or circumstantial.
What the heck? Wait, hold up. I don't think.
I think you can just edit and then.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We could just do this.
Okay, so debatable okay, yeah. Um, I mean, yeah, I think as I don't want to be biased, but I think even if KD gets hurt, I think if Clay doesn't even get hurt, I think the Warriors get that game 6 and win the series.
Oh, I agree with that 100%. Even if, like, if you remember that last shot, too, that Steph missed.
Yeah, it was a good
I,
shot.
I honestly think, I mean, that's why it's here and there. If he makes that, because we go to game seven, if he makes that, I think we win that game seven without Clay, to be honest. This,
I
the way
mean,
Steph was playing great in that series. I just, that's why I heard, that was a great play that they drew up. He missed the shot. But
that's sports though. That's why I hate doing this. So I'm glad
yeah,
we're gonna rank them at the end, but
yeah.
um yeah, but it's more debatable than others.
Well, so, wait, let's talk about that. First of all, do you like that? I mean, it's easy to say it now, but do you like that we went for three? I mean, we were down one. But I never liked that, to be honest. But
I thought he got a clear look. It's Curry.
yeah, I
One of
guess.
those inbound. It was an inbound play, if I
Yeah,
recall.
it was yeah,
Yeah, I don't see like and like KD's hurt, Clay's hurt. You're not really gonna. You need ball needs to be Steph's, and you're right. Steph had a great series, so
yeah,
I think revisionist history. If he made that, it would have been like genius play call. So I think it was just
yeah.
more
He
good
just
play
missed
call.
it. He just missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I think the 1920 Lakers. They always talk about it being the bubble, all circumstantial. I think this was actually undeniable. Yeah,
That's exactly where I was gonna put him.
because
Um,
what were you gonna say?
I'm close to put. I'm honestly close to putting him like if I would put him in all time, I'd put him at the very end. But so that's why I think undeniable is a good spot for them. Because I mean, I think people forget. I mean, you there was argue AD and LeBron were the two best players in the world at that time,
Hmm.
and just their team
Yeah,
was so dominant. I mean,
they're great.
that's where I'm so confused that they let Caruso go. At the time. I mean, he was they had just had an insane team, but
And they played like good teams, you know. They played Jokic and Jamal Murray where Jamal Murray was going crazy, you know,
yeah, he's averaging like
the
50.
bubble.
Yeah,
And they won in five. They
yeah,
played the Rockets where Westbrook and Harden were healthy. It was like that small ball year. I
yeah.
think that's like a good team, you know?
No, I
Uh,
I think this is a great team.
and
That's why it'll
then
be more interesting when we rank them too, just
yeah.
what we think.
And
But
then even and they won all those in five.
yeah,
And then they
and it had
took
a great regular season too.
yeah, they went 52
Started,
and
I have it
19.
here. They started 17-3. Do you know what they finished?
52 and 19.
Oh, okay, okay, and that takes okay.
Because it was the bubble, so it wasn't
Yeah,
82 games.
yeah, yeah,
But that's almost a 60-win team. And
yeah.
like you said, they literally on paper they had two like I think that year like Sports Illustrated rated like LeBron AD were like they were both in the top three.
I thought they were the two best players
Yeah, they
that
might have
year.
been one and two to be
I thought
honest.
they were 1 and 2,
And they
but
played so well off of each other.
yeah.
Had so many like they that big man Dwight Howard and McGee.
And they
That
weren't
was
top heavy either, in my opinion.
yeah,
Like they
no, they were
weren't top
deep.
heavy, but I mean they were top heavy, but they were just a balanced team. They
And
had
they
the
had
two
great
best
role
players in the
players.
league. Yeah,
Players knew their role.
yeah.
Um,
They had
they,
literally everything you need shooting. They had Danny Green.
Rondo played
They had
great in the playoff.
Rondo. Just yeah.
Caruso,
They
even
had everything.
KCP.
Yeah.
And like I remember that year, Avery Bradley was there. He was really good. And he didn't even
Hmm.
play in the bubble because of like COVID. And he was like a starter.
Yeah.
So I think they just started like KCP and Danny Green, and then that was like LeBron at point guard year.
Yeah.
That was a really, that was
Dude,
a really,
I'm honest. I don't mind
I'm putting them undeniable.
Okay, okay. How much
Uh, because I feel
what,
like they're not KD
yeah.
Warriors, but
Well, it's just because I feel like we're comparing them to this.
yeah,
So I feel like when we do this, I mean, we're kind of taking into the dynasty effect too. But
yeah,
to be honest, like this team, the next year, if
yeah,
LeBron didn't get hurt, they might have ran up. It's easy to say that though, because the Nets, if they would have been healthy too. But
yeah.
so I mean, we're about to get into it because this team. But
I think this is, I would say, kind of debatable or forgettable
hmm
because they were a good team, but I feel like when you think of like top championship teams, like there's no like you forget, but this kind of one you forget, you know?
yeah. The only reason
Giannis,
why we don't really forget about it is because everyone's gonna tie that to Giannis's first ring,
yeah,
especially if he ends up his career. This is his only ring.
yeah,
There's gonna just that will always be it will always be memorable in a way. But I agree with you. I was either gonna I mean I left yeah, it's fine. Because I mean if Katie's foot was on the line, they were gonna get sent home if Kyrie
hmm
didn't get hurt. I mean that's a lot of ifs, but I thought probably this could have been one of the most circumstantial one on the list. But
yeah. Giannis had that 50. I guess that's one you don't
yeah,
forget. He had the 50, but like you said, KD by himself almost beat them with but the foot on the line.
yeah.
Uh, and I don't want to say their road was easy, but
Just so many teams were hurt that year. I mean, it
yeah,
was like I mean, Steph should have won MVP if he didn't get hurt. He was going to win MVP. But we were having I mean, Clay was out. We were just having a throwaway year. The Lakers, LeBron was, I think he was favored for MVP too before he got hurt. Um,
yeah.
if he doesn't
Um,
get hurt, things could have been way different too. I don't know. There was just so many things that happened that year, in my opinion.
the
But
Hawk. I mean, like they played the Heat first round, swept them.
yeah.
Nets seven, great series. Hawks. I mean, it was a great run for them, but I wouldn't say that's a great
I just,
team.
yeah, I also just thought they weren't a dominant team either. Uh,
Yeah, I
like
wouldn't
they
say
were
they're.
more dominant in terms of the regular season success too when Giannis won those MVPs or when he won
Yeah,
his.
they
They
were
started 12
46
and
and
8 this
26.
season and they didn't end that.
They won the championship though, but yeah, they were 46 and 26.
Yeah,
Um,
shortened season again, but yeah,
shortened season
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Phoenix was not. I wouldn't say like this. They're a great team, but they weren't like the scariest team in the finals.
Yeah.
They're not like one of these Warriors, Lakers. So I would say not to hate on them, but yeah, they're more of the bottom tier
Yeah.
championship from the last decade.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now the Warriors, I think this was a surprising one to be honest. What
Uh, we could put them
what,
there. This is
what
what
would you say?
I was gonna put this in the circumstantial one. I think
Hmm.
this is purely circumstantial. Like when I saw our matchups, and then I mean I remember talking. I forgot if it was you or Kevin at the time. When I saw our matchups, I thought we had a great chance to go all the way. And then especially once the Suns won. I mean, Luca dominated the Suns in that game seven. I knew we were gonna go to the chip. But
I had the because going into it like the West, I think I had them winning every series, but I remember the Celtics like I thought
I was not scared of Celtics at all.
I don't know, I was scared of the
I
Celtics.
was
I think
not.
they're favored like 90% chance to win. I
I,
remember
I remember it wasn't you also. I knew it was Kevin. I remember because Kevin was scared about them too. And I mean, my whole thing at the time was just like we played against Prime Braun. We're not scared of Tatum. Like that's literally what I was saying the whole time. Like before the series started, I was not scared of Celtics at all for
I guess
like just what I saw from them in previous years. Like, and I mean, it ended up coming true. Wiggins was locking up Tatum the whole series. So I
I
just
think I was Curry really showed like, he's
yeah
top five ever in that because like Marcus Smart, I guess Derek White wasn't as polished yet, but like
yeah
they just matched up so well against us. It was just Curry was just that was like the better player wins the series, type thing.
yeah. Well,
I think
but
they had more
also, I
complete.
mean, our team did step up to give fair. Like, I mean, what was it? It was game five. Steph Curry. I mean, I don't think he hit a single three. I think that was when he lost like that record for consecutive games hitting a three-pointer.
That was the Wiggins game, right?
Yeah, that was the Wiggins game. Yeah, or it was a Wiggins game. Yeah, I don't remember specific stats, but like that was one where I mean, we probably should have lost just because of how bad Steph shot. Like, he couldn't hit anything that whole game, but we just played all around great team ball that game. Everyone stepped up. But I agree with you. Well, we could run through these quickly and then get to the actual like rankings each teams. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3
Nuggets
Nuggets.
kind of forget, right? My opinion.
You think they're here? Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Let me. Who do they play?
The only
They.
thing for me that sparks it,
I
uh,
think they just had an easier road. I mean,
they do
it's not
have
even
like
their.
one of the greatest offenses of all time, though.
Yeah, I guess that's
By
not
eye
their.
test, by stats, just efficiency, just and it was because of Jokic.
And Jokic did have it, so maybe that is is that undeniable?
I that's where I was gonna put them. It's that's why I don't get into like trying to compare it to this team, you know.
Yeah,
But
rank
because
them
we'll get
after.
into our actual rankings, I think they're undeniable though.
All
Um,
right, we can
I
put
thought
them
they
there.
were dominant. Just the only pushback I guess you could say is that their defense was like every single other championship had like an elite defense or a top
Mhm.
defense. You know, the Nuggets did not have a great defense,
They
but the
had
defense was just like one of the greatest of all time that it didn't really matter.
they had the fifth offense and the 15th defense. I
Yeah,
feel like
but I
having
thought
them.
their offense was just unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
yeah, but
it's just because they played the Heat, and that was like one of those miracle runs. They played Minnesota before Ant was like,
yeah,
played
yeah.
Phoenix was a good team, and then they played the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals, and they just had the Lakers number, so you can't say anything. You can't say anything about that.
Yeah.
I think this next team is undeniable, actually. What do
I
you think?
Yeah, I'm, yeah, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
taking the 19. Well, we'll talk about it later.
you will talk
I'm
about it
taking the
later.
1920 Lakers over them, but I think they're the fourth best
Yeah,
team.
no, I agree with
No.
that. Yeah. Just,
Just
yeah.
on paper, they were just so good. People
That's what
talk.
can we just move this team here?
Which team?
The Lakers.
Yeah, yeah, I'm down. I
I would
actually,
move them there. But
because everyone said they had an easy run, but like the Pacers had a great year this year. I think they were good.
yeah,
They played Miami. The Cavs, I guess, are still the Cavs. And that year, the Mavs were like really good, and they beat them in five like pretty easily.
yeah. No, I agree with everything you said. On paper, just one of the greatest teams of all time. Just they're like 1 through 8 could just stretch the floor, shoot, play defense, do everything. Uh, and
Yeah.
yeah, I mean. Yeah, they were just dominant. But
I
the only thing why they're not here, in my opinion, is just
mhm.
because I mean you have stars with Tatum and Brown, but to be honest, you really don't have that superstar, in my opinion, or like played like a superstar, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I guess yeah.
That's,
You're they don't have they didn't have a top five player,
yeah, yeah.
but as a team, yeah, they're
And no one really took that. They just the reason they won is just because they had just a their whole team was just so great.
yeah.
Like no one really had that dominant type performance because they didn't need to, you know. But also no
Yeah.
one like yeah. But that's why I would take any of these three teams over them, like you said. Yeah.
Thunder,
Now
I'd put
here,
at the back of undeniable if I'm being honest.
really,
Where would you put them?
maybe it's just because I'm hating on them, but
Debatable. All
oh,
right,
I would just put yeah. Like I just think
because
we
they didn't. I get. Oh, I guess because Tyrese got hurt.
well that
Um.
too, but I honestly. I know their defense was all time. Like for everything we said about the Nuggets, that's why we could put them here.
hmm
Because everything we said about the Nuggets and my reasoning there is it's the opposite for the Thunder too. I mean, they have one of the all-time defenses. So I just I just think it's a lot of they're kind of they're overrated in my opinion. I mean, we were talking about this throughout the
I,
whole pod. Like, I mean, you see all
I
the
do.
that these people are getting. Like, I don't think Chet's that like. From what we saw, like you could say it's injury, but I just don't think he lived up to what he.
He just got 50 mil. So
Yeah, I mean, but
so
everyone's getting paid in the NBA. But do you think he's that good as he's talked about right now? Like from what we saw in the finals, he
we
was.
talked about it now, but it's like
uh,
you can't just not pay him. So
Oh, well, I'm not even talking about the money. I'm just saying his play.
I think his defense is that good. Yeah, no,
No, but that's why if we're talking about all time. If you match him up against like any of these teams, they're getting smoked. If you match them up against the Celtics, they're getting, you know.
let's
Yeah,
do you want to
let's do
delete
it.
all the things and leave one and just put ranking?
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to reset the whole thing or else it's gonna erase them. So I'm gonna just put them all down
Or
here.
do you just want to like, yeah, we can just do it like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just do it like this.
Or we can do it
Okay.
in tier, but or do you just want to do pure ranking?
It's up to you. We could just do pure rankings if you want.
Yeah, I'm down with just pure rankings.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
my first would be the 16-17 Warriors. That was the first year with KD. I don't think you're not, are you disagreeing with that? I feel
No,
like that's
I'm not disagreeing with that.
16 and
To be
1. They
to be
went
to be
73
honest,
and 9.
I'm putting these two up top. But
Is the 17-18 Warriors right after? Yeah.
that's what I would think. But well,
Yeah, the KD Warriors are just unstoppable.
yeah. Like honestly, to be honest, I honestly think the 18-19 Warriors are the best team of all time. Like they didn't end up winning.
Oh, yeah, because they had DeMarc. I
I
mean,
just
DeMarc.
that was with DeMarcus, but even without that, I mean, I thought their depth was still. I just thought that was the best season that I thought that was the best Clay has
I
ever
think
been.
this. I would say the 16-17 Warriors are the best team I've ever saw. If I'm being
Okay,
honest.
okay.
Um,
The
they
only
went
reason why I would have the
16-17-18.
18-19 is just I thought that was the best form Clay was ever in. Like I thought Clay was just on a whole nother level. Like I just remember at the time I thought he was like a top five player in the league, just because how he was playing.
I just remember that like the first year of KD, it was like I know they lost that. I think it was like that first game to like Jonathan Simmons and the Spurs, but like it just felt like they were gonna win every game. And I know they didn't go
Yeah.
73 and 9, but like they
Well,
were.
that was just because they didn't want to, you know. But
Yeah, they were the first ranked offense and the second rate defense. Like that's just
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
11 points. And
Their depth was probably better than 18-19.
I think, better because DeMarcus wasn't the same.
But
But
they
they were
did,
gonna win. It's all like it doesn't really matter. Like all
yeah,
three of those years were they were just
yeah,
best team of all time.
yeah.
Now this I
Do you want me
I
to show
have
you who I
two
would put?
yeah, I have two teams in mind.
I would put that team right
Yeah.
there.
That was either that or the 15-16
I
Cavs.
was just gonna put them. We could just put them both right here and talk about them. Um,
Um this just LeBron with like a good sidekick and then a great supporting cast. It's like LeBron's probably the yeah, he's probably the best player of all time, if we're being honest.
yeah.
And I feel like these are two of his like best years. Like that 1920 year LeBron was just I know that was he was older, but he was just dominant, you know.
Yeah.
And also, I think this was Anthony. I guess I would put the 1920 because Anthony Davis was. I think Anthony Davis he was probably the best player in the league in that
Hmm.
bubble, and just LeBron throwing him lobs. It
Yeah.
was just
So,
it's close to the Warriors team, to be honest.
yeah. That was gonna be my reasoning for why I put them first. Just that fit with Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
And
the fit was
Davis being
perfect.
the best in the league at that time too. Because I mean, I think this this run was probably the best player we've ever seen. Just
Hmm.
that stretch. I mean, just that Boston series too. Just the whole playoff run, and then just the finals as well. But I mean, LeBron was at peak level in this too. Anthony Davis was at peak level. Their whole, like we said, their whole team um was just they were just like that. Yeah.
Hmm. I probably have the 15-16 Cavs, but it's like by a hair, so I would just leave the night
Okay.
like
Is
it.
that because of LeBron, just the level he was playing
I
at, or is
think,
that
like you said, I think LeBron was that was the best player
okay?
we've ever seen. And
Okay.
even Kyrie was like
But
he wasn't Anthony Davis level, but he was like
he was, but
he was I don't know, Kevin Love wasn't and they had a I don't think their supporting cast was as good as the Lakers. I just more saying it because I think LeBron
okay.
that was the best player
That
we've ever seen.
okay, that's where I'm gonna ask you a question. So in that, do we rank are we ranking it based on them just team and everything,
Big team.
or if they're playing a 7 game series, who are we taking?
We're
Because
taking
I agree with you.
seven
If
game
it's a
series.
7 game series, I'm taking this just cause I'm taking this right here.
Okay, then I think that's how we should do it. 7 game series.
Oh, 7 game series? Like who are we taking? Okay.
Like or not even like in a one game, you're
Oh,
putting your life savings, you need one game. I feel like or 7 game series. 7 game series?
well, the one game, well, it gets tough when we do because then anything can
Yeah,
happen.
one game. Yeah,
Like
no.
you
7 game
could like
series.
I mean, this dude could drop
Yeah,
like 70 points and win, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's like
7 game series, yeah.
that's why it's like but that's why like you said, it's like a split of a hair. They're so close, you know.
Yeah, split over here.
But I think it's really just determining of like how close you think this LeBron was playing to this LeBron, you know? To be
Yeah.
honest. Just because I honestly think this team was a lot better just because their
Supporting
defense,
cast.
the
Yeah.
supporting cast of defense to fit with Anthony Davis, just the presence at the rim. Like you saw what he did against Jokic, you know, in that
Yeah.
series. So that's why I would have him above it. But
Hmm.
if you just think like LeBron was just at peak performance, like I understand that. You put him there. Yeah.
Five.
This is who I would
Tough.
have, but
I would I don't hate that. I think I think I would have the Nuggets to be honest.
really, this you were okay.
No, no. I have the Celtics. I feel like all these teams are like close, you know?
I I think there's a
I
here.
just cause
I'm gonna make
I
another
just
tier. Oh wait, how do I? All right, sorry. We'll add a row there. I think there's a break off between these and the rest of the group.
yeah, I think
I
so
think there's a
too.
big break off, and like I would
I think
start
they're
here with them, but
yeah. Um
that's
psh,
because I
yeah,
think this team is everything we've been saying kind of about these teams. Like
it's the
their
same. They
roster
just
construction is just on the level of these teams. You know, their depth, just
it's the star power
the
just
high level players that they have. It's just the star power, like you said. That's
yeah.
why I think these guys are in a different tier. But that's why I would start it off with them.
All right, I agree. After
And that's why we could even make a new, because I think there's a drop off from all these teams from this team, to be honest.
yeah, it seems
Like
like
the
this
only reason why it's not there is because of star power, like we said.
yeah. All right, then yeah, I'm cool with doing tiers actually.
Okay.
Celtics, and then the next tier, I think the best team is I just because I think I'm just putting Jokic over everyone else, to be honest.
Really?
Who would you have?
Um, well, if we're doing based on you're putting Jokic above everyone, I'm putting this team here.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think because they also have the sidekick too. I think you can argue Curry, Jokic, who had a
Well, you
better
could
year.
argue that Steph's sidekick, first of all, I mean Jordan Poole is like iffy in the finals, but you could argue that Wiggins plus Poole, that scoring punch was the sidekick. I would argue that sidekick was their defense.
Okay,
Like
okay.
the
I don't hate
Warriors,
it then.
just because their defense was on that level too.
Do
Like the
you
Warriors
think
defense
they're?
is always good, but
You think I think the 14-15 Warriors is better than the 21-22 Warriors, to be honest.
No, I don't think so. I just that I mean that may be solely just because of Steph, the level he was on, and
I
just
think Steph was definitely better, but I think Draymond was a lot better in 2014-15. I think they
really
a little bit deeper. I mean, they were deep in 21-22.
they were deep in 20.
Clay was of course a lot better. Um,
Yeah,
I'm not even thinking about just the playoffs. I'm just thinking like the whole Clay was a lot
yeah, I'm
better.
thinking about everything too.
Iggy
We
was a
forget
lot better.
this team started off 18-2.
Oh yeah, they
We were
were.
dominant. The only reason why we finished like 50, I have it written down, 53 and 29, which was third. So, okay, just I know this doesn't matter, but okay, these both teams finished 53 and 29, right? It's
Hmm.
just when the next year, this was one in the West and we were number three in the West. Because remember, the Suns were like 60 wins.
Oh
I
yeah.
think the Grizzlies were like a win or two above us. But also,
Hmm.
Steph got hurt, remember, to end that season.
Yeah.
Like, I think we would have probably. It's hard. I don't know, because I forgot what pace we were on with the Suns when Steph got hurt. Got hurt in that
Mhm.
Celtics game in like March. But so it's hard to say if we would have got that first seed. But I don't know. This team was dominant, I think, in way like. I know I was talking about them earlier about how that playoff run really helped them,
Mhm.
circumstantial, but I don't know. I really thought this team was dominant. It just made an easy path to the final, but like you said, that Celtics team was still good. It was
Yeah.
really good. So I don't know.
No,
I
you
just think
convinced
this team
me.
was really dominant too. But,
I think you convinced me. I don't hate it. I
okay.
don't hate it.
And maybe it probably is a little biased too, but
I
yeah.
just I think I would put the 14-15 Warriors then right after. Because they were, I think,
Okay.
or yeah, I would put them right after just because I think like that regular season they were like the first seed. Um Curry,
Yeah.
he had less stats, but like
That
he was
was
the
just because
key.
of the just of how the finals was going. Like it wasn't he didn't play bad, in my opinion. Like I know everyone just
Yeah.
equates to him not winning the finals MVP and playing bad. He made the plays when he had to make them, all the clutch
Mhm.
plays throughout the game. I mean, everything was just flowing through him. Like for
Yeah.
what we say about Jokic in this year, like same thing was with Steph that year. They
Yeah.
were sending doubles at him, they were blitzing him. Like that's why the whole switch to Iguodala worked because he was just dropping it off, and you know. So I agree with you. I would put these two teams. Everyone's gonna say we're biased, but
Yeah. I think that's a good tier.
yeah.
And then the last tier I would have
Oh, you think there's another tier?
not
I
not
would,
yeah.
I think they're just all in the same.
Yeah. I'd put the Raptors after the Nuggets.
Okay.
Would you have the same thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Then
I gotta
I'd
put
have
this then.
Thunder and then Bucks.
That's what I would do. Okay.
Um,
Just,
like you said, the Bucks weren't dominant that year at all.
yeah.
Um, Giannis was dominant. Middleton had a good year. It's of course a great team. They won the championship.
Yeah.
But um, the at least Toronto, I think Kawhi was like dominant that year, and they just were really deep and
Yeah.
like had great Van Vliet was a great role player. Um, Even Kyle Lowry wasn't crazy, great role player. Pascal Siakam, he wasn't the same player as he is now, but he was still good. So
You could, to be honest, we could honestly be underrating this team just
yeah.
because of like the injuries. We didn't see what really happened that series. Like, I
Mm,
think I was debating that if the Warriors are healthy, they win. But that, like you said, that's just you could argue that that was the greatest team of all time if they ended up winning, and we're healthy, So it's
yeah.
really, I feel like we could honestly be underrating this team a lot because, like you said, Kawhi was with KD out. I mean, you could argue he's the best player in the world.
And
Even with KD there, you could argue he's the best player in the world. He was just that dominant on both sides of the ball that year, and their team
the
was just
ye-
that great.
the year after they had like the same team and went to like the Eastern Conference Finals without Kawhi. So
Yeah,
it's like, you can argue that then they lose the best player in the world. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, honestly, I don't hate. I would leave the Raptors. Yeah, you know what? The
yeah,
Raptors. I think
yeah,
we're underrated
yeah.
because Kawhi and like they beat. I would argue that if that Sixers team is one of the best teams ever. I know they lost in the second round,
That's
but
good. Okay, we agree on that then too. Um,
that's like a. I know they fumbled, but like a starting lineup of
yeah,
Simmons, JJ Redick, Jimmy Butler, Tobias, and Embiid,
Embiid, yeah,
and like and it's like they played well off of each other too. And Jimmy was great that playoffs. JJ
yeah.
averaged like damn near 20 shooter. Tobias Harris, people hate on him, but he played his role. And then you still have Embiid and Simmons. I think that's one of the best teams that never made it to the,
Yeah.
They didn't
No,
even make the even the finals. I think that's like a finals levels team, you know?
yeah, no, like I completely agree with you. 1000%. And no, like regular season doesn't matter too much, but they were playing us good in the regular season too.
Yeah,
I know we had some guys out certain games. I'm trying to remember. No, Steph, the one that they beat us, we were fully healthy. I remember that.
yeah.
But I
I would
that's a great take. I completely agree with you with
this
that. I've always
I,
thought that. Yeah.
I would I know it might sound crazy. I think the Sixers, I guess they didn't do. I think they're a better team than that 2021 Bucks, to be honest.
Oh, I would put that Sixers team right here.
Yeah, that Sixers team was.
I would wait, can you see my cursor? Or does that
Yeah,
not?
I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if I would take them that crazy. Um, I'd probably put them right under the Nuggets.
No,
No,
because
right over the
I would,
Nuggets.
bro, if that shot goes the other, we could talk. They would literally, they
Yeah,
could,
they would have won. Yeah, because
yeah.
it's one. It went seven. It was, yeah, 1 point.
Like it's one of those where it's not like I
I
think it's a
guess-
little different from, saying, oh, if the Nuggets win that game seven, they're here. Like I think
yeah,
it's completely different. Like we said, that team is on the level of that team. They just had to go up against, man, we were like some of the greatest teams of all time been in this past decade. And we're
they.
in the
I guess the only argument is they weren't that deep. I'm trying to remember
yeah.
off their bench. I think they had James Ennis. He was actually pretty good that year. Uh,
Cool.
how much? We only have 2 minutes left, but um, this while I look up their bench, is there anything for the Thunder or Nuggets you or the Thunder, that you have to say, or we kind of mentioned it already?
No, I know a lot of people might, oh, this is the all-time team. I mean, that's a little projecting too. They had the dominant regular season. Uh, on paper, they have a dominant team, dominant defense, one of the dominant defense of all time. It's just from what I saw from this playoff series, like I just didn't see it, to be honest. Like they won, obviously, all that matters is winning, but and they took care of business when it mattered, but they just to be up here, like you don't go seven against those teams you don't need to go seven against, you know? I think a lot of that might have been youth. Like I think you
Mhm.
saw their youth play out a lot, but I don't know. That was just me. I just from that this was purely eye test why I have them down so low. What about you though? I'm sorry.
Um, yeah, like you said, I don't think the Thunder dominated. Their defense was dominating,
Yeah.
but just their roster in general wasn't,
Yeah.
like you said. I don't think it was.
Yeah.
It doesn't come to the par with other teams, basically.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed
Yeah.
this. I mean, this was fun to do. We kind of made it up as the go. We were creative with it, but let us know
Yeah.
other ideas that you have in the comments. This video's about to end, but thanks for watching.
Yes, sir.